Next, we'd like to call on Rose and Kevin Chubby Kellington, Tori's parents.
Well, anyways, hello, my name is Kevin Kellington. I'm the father of the bride, and Rosie is the mother of the bride, and welcome to you all here.
Kevin and I want you to know how thankful we are to have you here with us to celebrate Tori and Brandon's wedding day. We want to thank Gloria and Bob Buckle for allowing us to use their beautiful property. We've basically invaded their space all week. And we sincerely want to thank everybody who helped in any way to prepare for this day. There was many of you, and I'm very thankful. Tori, as our firstborn child and only girl, you've always been spoiled by getting lots of attention. As a baby, Tori was so dark that people would run up to me in the street to see my little Eskimo baby. She was the talk of the town. It seems like only yesterday that Tori was dancing around our house, singing to the Dixie Chicks and Shania Twain. And now, here she sits, a beaming new bride. As a child, Tori loved playing outside with her little brothers, Mitch and Logan, in the sandbox, playhouse, and they spent many hours in the kiddie pool, and they were all usually naked.
Growing up, Tori's motto was always give it your all. And the kid did that right from anything from school to sports, and she accomplished everything she wanted to do. She may look like her dad, gets the dark skin, good looks. And, it comes from me, but she does get her mom's sensitivity. With this bunch of groomsmen up here, I think I got 4 new kids. I don't know how this works. Like, a lot of them are Caucasian, though. Like, I don't want that shit in my family. But, Al, you're not going to make it here, brother. Tori, your mom and I are so very proud of everything you've accomplished, everything you've tried to do and wanted to do, you've succeeded in. Bringing a kid from Teeswater might be a little bit of a different call, but thanks.
Tori, you're very caring, talented, determined, and hardworking. You do drive us crazy when you tell stories that go on and on and on and on. And then. And you have some trouble making decisions, but we love you anyway. And then came... And then came Brandon. It's been a lot of fun to watch Tori and Brandon's relationship develop over the years. I'll never forget the day Tori told me about this guy from Teeswater who had invited her to go sea-doing in Kincardine. She described him as a hot, blonde beach bum. But wait, I think those are the words I used to describe him. Ooh, hot! Anyway, Tori got all dolled up, her hair and makeup, and apparently she got on the Sea-Doo with Brandon, and he headed straight for a big waterfall thing and completely soaked her. If he was testing her toughness, I guess she passed the test, because it wasn't long before his red Grand Prix started showing up at our house. He was kind and generous and treated her like gold. Yes. It wasn't long before Brandon planned a special date with Tori to Toronto, where he surprised her with a shopping and a spa day. That night, Brandon called me from the restaurant at the top of the CN Tower to ask me if it would be okay with Kevin and I if he asked Tori to be his girlfriend, like, go steady. And like, who does that? Like, who? Wow, I was really, really impressed.
Well, Brandon, he fit right into our family because Tori, she always be complaining that, well, he spends more time with me and or the boys. And Rosie, it's like, no, that's just the way we are. We all had a good time. And Brandon, he has the same taste in everything as I do. A little speed conscious and love for good things. But Brandon, I knew he was a keeper right off the bat because that kid would travel every weekend, 7 hours each way, just to come and see Tori. He was going down to college down in by Ottawa, but the kid actually did bring me those big octagon cases of beer. I figured I loved him right off the bat. As you may know, and I didn't know until Rose wrote this speech, Brandon, he's a little crafty, but on several occasions he does make all these love letters and has all this bling and shit. This isn't my words. But he does tell her, and he's showing off how much he loves her and cares for her, which is fine. So then we go to Tori's graduation, and being the old school kid he is, I guess he was raised right. He's wanting to know if it'd be all right if he married my daughter. Well, I guess you are taking her off my hands, and like it's cost me enough for this graduation, so you can pay for the rest of this stuff. But in typical fashion, Brandon, he of course proposes to Tori, but he has us all down to the fire hall, and it was all just planned out, just like Brandon does things. Everybody, we were all hidden in the fire hall, and of course the engagement rings hanging off a fishing pole. And then he walks through with Tori, and they walk down memory lane, and he popped the question, then we all popped out, and it was like, geez, there he is, and there's my family. Thanks, Brandon.
To be honest, Tori, I feel like you just married someone exactly like your father. which isn't bad. He's not all bad. Similar sense of humor, similar need for speed. Both are risk takers, and both seem to need a lot of boy toys to keep them occupied. Thank you, Brandon, for making Tori so happy. We couldn't have handpicked a better son-in-law than you. We have always loved you like a son, even though you sometimes drink out of the milk pitcher. Did you teach him that? Seriously, we see how your personalities complement each other and how Tori's eyes light up when she sees you. Brandon's parents, Dennis and Teresa, and grandparents, you have raised an awesome guy. And thank you so much to the Fishers and Buckles for welcoming our daughter into their lives with open arms and loving her like your own also. Yeah. We've had a lot of fun getting to know your family. So finally, Tori and Brandon, we wish you all the best for a good life. and a long and happy marriage. Please rise and toast to the bride and groom.